I just came back from Florida. I have some family there. I try to visit at least once a year to see all of them. And this year I realized that I haven't made bracelets for them in a really long time. In fact, for some of them, I don't think I've made any bracelets ever. So I thought it would be a cool idea for me to do that. I sat them down, I had them choose the patterns that they wanted to do. We then went out and we chose the colors, and I tried to get all the bracelets done while I was there. This was a really big video to put together, and I'm gonna have the extended cut of it available to my members because it was just ridiculous to edit. But this is a very wholesome video and a wholesome experience, so I hope you enjoy. Hey, please welcome my Aunt Natasha to the channel. We're going to be picking out a pattern that I'm going to be making for my aunt. I don't think I've ever made a friendship bracelet for you, have I?
No, you haven't.
I don't think I have. And I find that really weird. You know, I make so many bracelets and a lot of people in my life don't actually have bracelets made by me. We have one here. I think this one was made for my cousin Francesca and I sent it to her for one of her birthdays as mail. And so we have a few lying around here and there, but overall I don't think I've made many bracelets for people, so I'm here to fix that. So we can find a pattern that you like that we can make either as a bracelet or as a bookmark or as something else that you would like to have. But I figured we could maybe start with bracelets that I already have saved in my to-dos, which is bracelets that I want to do, so it's the to-dos section, and we can go from there.
Can we make a bookmark?
I could make a
lot of
bookmark.
bracelets, but I don't have any bookmark.
We can absolutely make a bookmark.
Right.
In that case,
Horizontal.
I think one of these is probably
Yes.
better. Let me filter by that in the patterns that I already have. So have a look. You can scroll, see if there's any that pops out to you that you might want to enjoy. Otherwise, if there's nothing here that speaks to you.
Oh, I like this one.
All right.
The kitty. Oh, I like all the kitties.
I know. I did a video a little bit earlier where I went through the to-dos of my followers, and a lot of them are from there. And there was a bunch of cat bracelets, and I just saved all of them.
Very nice.
I think making bracelets with cats is one of my favorite activities.
Oh, this is so cool. I like this one too.
Yeah? But the only thing is that if it's going to be a bookmark, it would be horizontal.
Yeah.
Is that okay? I mean,
This
the
is
cat...
the best. Yes, I want this one.
Well, that was easy. I thought this was going to take a lot longer than it did.
I'm not very picky, but when I see something I like...
All right, perfect. Okay, cool. I'll make this one for you then. Do you like the colors of it? There's a few other variations here at the top that people have created. Like we can click on this one and, you know, it's a little bit more brown. And then this one is like a black cat, you know.
I like the green one.
The green cat with these colors and also a green background.
Yes.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
We're gonna go get strings and get started. Please welcome my granddad to the channel. We are gonna be speaking in Russian, and I'm gonna have subtitles for you. Мне кажется, я тебе никогда фенечку не плела.
Нет, никогда.
Это постыдно, позорно. Надо это исправить. Есть несколько разных вариантов. Я могу сплести тебе фенечку, как браслет, а могу сплести тебе закладку для книги тоже. Наташа выбрала закладку для книги. Если ты предпочтешь, можем сделать вот это. Вот, Наташа выбрала вот этого котика, она захотела себе. Вот эти схемы, видишь, там два цвета только. Я обычно, когда плету схемы с двумя цветами, я выбираю какую-нибудь разноцветную нитку, использую разноцветную нитку внутри. Можешь с нами съездить, когда мы нитки выбирать, можешь выбрать разноцветную нитку, можно что-нибудь такое сплести, например.
Чтобы попестрее еще было.
Ну, чтобы красиво было. Да.
Значит, там в начале как раз было, что мне понравилось. Вот я уже забыл, что мне понравилось. Вот это такой выбор огромный. Вот, может быть, это? Вот как закладку.
Тебе она нравится, ты хочешь ее выбрать или хочешь еще варианты посмотреть?
Давай выберем.
Прям сразу? Хорошо. А цвета? Мы можем другие цвета выбрать? Или тебе такие цвета тоже нравятся?
Ну, нравится, только если бы можно было не такой контраст между темными цветами и светлыми.
Хорошо. Ты нас, собственно, скорее всего, повезешь нитки выбирать, поэтому мы можем просто с тобой вместе их посмотреть. Давай? Когда будем выбирать. Ну, хорошо. Значит, мы выбрали тебе схему. Будем плести.
Спасибо.
This is my grandmother.
Hello.
I have made bracelets for my grandma before, but I think she deserves another one. Ты третий человек, с которым я сегодня сажусь. Все остальные пока выбрали закладки вместо фенечек. Можешь выбрать фенечку, можешь выбрать закладку тоже.
А что вот такое вот это?
Это две фенечки на самом деле. Видишь, они разделены. Две выдры маленькие, которые, видишь, за ручку держатся.
Очень красиво. А вот можно такую закладку, например?
Вот, видишь?
сделать?
Люди делают 2 фенечки и
Да.
потом дарят друзьям своим.
Да, да.
Ну давай, тебе сразу уже это понравилось?
Нет, ну давай еще
давай посмотрим
да,
еще. Держи.
да. Вот очень красиво, мне понравилось вот это.
Да, это одна из моих любимых, мне тоже нравится.
Да.
Давай отберем пока.
Очень.
Я очень люблю всякие космические,
Космос.
как видишь,
Конечно,
у меня везде.
Да, да. Эти узоры очень красивые, конечно. Ой, какая прелесть. Все, я выбрала вот это.
Вот это?
Да. Очень трудная?
Нет, я просто... Это не будем.
Будем.
Ну, как?
И то, и то?
Это очень много. Это я могу на будущее.
Ну, хорошо.
Но за этот приезд я столько не успею.
Конечно, да.
Эту я тогда запомню.
Что легче?
Нет, ну они одинаковые по сложности, просто какую ты хочешь
Да.
первой. Я могу тебе обе сделать, но только одну в этот приезд.
Конечно. Ну, давай космическую.
Космическую. А
Да.
эту тогда в следующий раз я тебе сделаю. А эту?
Это нет.
Эту нет, хорошо. Космическую, тут, я думаю, цвета менять не надо. Тут мы те же цвета
Конечно.
оставим. Сейчас тогда поедем, будем выбирать ниточки и будем готовиться.
Хорошо.
Спасибо. This is my cousin Francesca. Welcome, Francesca, to the channel.
Thank you.
I have actually made bracelets for you before. Now, this is the one that I've been showing everyone else to kind of give an example. This is one that I've actually made for you a long time ago. I don't remember when, but I sent it to you for one of your birthdays. But I want to make another one for you.
That one's really pretty. I like it. The colors mostly. This one.
Yeah, and then also, obviously you can also customize the colors in any way. We're going to go together, so you can also help me choose the colors.
I like this one.
Yeah, that one's only 10 strings. That one's really small.
Whoa. Zuko?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have enough.
You think so?
Choose
All right,
from.
let's go through the tabs
Okay.
and narrow it down.
I really like the colors. This is probably like the color I would do for like the color scheme for any of these, like
Nice, okay.
because this is like my favorite.
Color combination?
Yeah, combination.
Nice.
This one I just like it because the dinosaur.
Yeah. This one is only 10 strings, so this one would be really thin.
Probably this one.
Yeah, this one in these colors.
Yes.
All right, and you want it as a bracelet? This one is 24 strings, so it's going to be a little bit thicker. I'd say it's be about that thick, maybe. That works for you? Cool, all right. And then you'll come with me to pick out the
Yes.
colors. So exciting stuff. Thank you, Francesca.
Thank you.
Do something like this more, and then do something like this. But maybe start with the orange first.
Yeah.
That might be easier. I think maybe you'll need a little bit of a lighter one. Somehow this one is like really light yellow. It's a nice pale yellow.
Wait, didn't you already grab this?
I think I did. No? Slightly different?
I like this one.
Yeah, okay.
This.
Yeah. So those are the three. Nice, yeah. Okay, well, yeah, let's go with the blue then. So you want kind of a teal and then a darker. Maybe this one? These are the color options that we can't decide between. So either that one or swap these ones or this.
Ah, I like this one more.
Okay.
I also like this one more. Yeah, I think that works really well with the pattern.
Yes.
All right, we have one chosen. I'll put it in the basket. A few more patterns to choose colors for. Okay, we can choose for your mum. This is the pattern. You like it?
Yeah.
The background?
The background should be green, right?
Yeah, there's a green background. Yeah, these are the colors.
No, I thought you wanted to switch them.
Yeah, do you like this one for the background?
Yes.
Perfect. Which one's that? Is there more of it? I need at least three.
Maybe this one.
3, 6, 7. No, that's 9. That's 9, 8, 7. I mean, they're close enough, but do you like this one?
Yeah, they're interchangeable.
Maybe this
But
one.
the first
Here,
one is
I got it.
better.
3,
Yeah.
6. Okay, you found it.
The first one is better.
I need at least 3. I can come back if I run out. I always need a lot for alpha bracelets, so I'd rather have more. And now we just need a pink for the paws. So just a light pink. I was looking at that one as well. And then a grey and kind of an orangey colour.
That one's kind of too pink.
Oh, I think it works. That'll be cute. What do you think?
Colors of the cat.
Yes, perfect.
These would be the colours of the cat, and then this would be the background.
Very nice.
Yeah.
You want a cat?
Yes.
All right, perfect. We have another one. I'm glad I noticed the pink. I have a habit of not noticing colours in the bracelet and then just being like, oh, I need pink. Oh, this is a difficult one. Grandma chose one that uses 16 colours. So this is the kind of pattern that I'm going to miss one of the colours in because there's 16 colours. Then the orange planet, so something like a light brown and a darker brown. For that would work. Yeah, now a blue and a green one for Mother Earth. Nice. Yeah, see how I feel like that matches? Mm-hmm. And then the same thing, but a bit lighter. A good option? Is that a good option? I feel like they would blend in together. I have a love-hate relationship with choosing strings for patterns. You got a pale yellow. We can probably use the same one here. And then that's 2.
Bright orange.
Yeah.
Bright orange.
So first of all, I need a really light color. Although to be fair, I think that might be white. I feel like if we use white for that could work. And then this could be that one. You also had a light blue kind of teal color. Do you think that would work? Yeah. And what was the darker version of it that we picked out? I think we could just use that. Okay. I don't think we need to get more. I think we can just use these. And then we need another blue planet, but I already have this deep blue, so maybe we just find another version of this that's a little lighter. And I think that's it for this one. 16 colors. I have it just for one pattern. Тебе нужно выбрать 4 цвета. Тебе нужно взять фиолетовый для фона, потом красный, оранжевый, желтый. Но ты, когда выбирал фенечку, ты сказал, что ты хочешь с меньшим контрастом. Я не очень понимаю, что ты знаешь.
Ну, может быть, не такой темный фон.
Не такой темный фон. Хорошо, ну тогда давай я доверюсь твоему выбору. Фиолетовый, например, здесь вот есть.
Угу.
Но это более розовый такой, более... Видишь, здесь немножко он отличается.
Ну, отличается сильно.
Это очень светлый.
Слишком светлый.
Это слишком светлый. Это вообще синий. Есть такой, но он тоже более такой.
Он прям в электрик уже лезет. Ну хорошо, может взять вот так. Этот подходит. Или
это
он синий. Он синий, да.
Давай, может быть, если нам трудно фиолетовый найти, давай мы начнем тогда с розового, с оранжевого. Ну, это очень оранжевый. Но, в принципе, можем. Если мы подберем такие же яркие, то можно...
Угу.
Мне, например, вот этот розовый нравился. Как-нибудь так, может быть.
Неплохо.
И тогда давай возьмем фиолетовый, который к этому всему подходит.
А это синий, ты говоришь?
Это синий. Но если тебе он нравится, мы можем его тоже взять.
Мне нравится, да.
Нам не обязательно делать точно так же, как в схеме.
Угу.
То есть у тебя будет вот так вот 3 цвета, и это основной фон. Ну давай. 797. Мне просто нужно 2 ниточки этого.
Угу.
Ну давай вот это возьмем.
Угу. Прекрасно.
И получится очень хорошо. Спасибо.
I got to work as soon as we got home that day. I was only there for like 5 more days. I needed to make 4 bracelets and they're really big, so it was going to take me pretty much the entire time. I started by cutting the strings for the normal patterns because I knew that I wanted to try a new technique with the alphas. Specifically, I wanted to try the bookmark start, so I needed some extra time for those, so I thought I would get the normal patterns out of the way as quickly as I can and then get to the new stuff. I cut the strings for the bracelet that my cousin picked out. I loved the colours for it. She did an amazing job. And then I also cut the strings for the bracelet for my granddad. He also requested a bookmark, but they're a little bit more difficult to do with normal patterns. Or rather, it's not difficult, it's less of a bookmark and more of a bracelet being used as a bookmark. For an alpha, you can start it with a bookmark start, but you can't really do that for a normal bracelet. I mean, I guess you could, but I just didn't, you know. I asked him what kind of start he wanted. I offered to make a teardrop loop to complement the pattern or to make 2 triangle ends. He decided that 2 triangle ends look better to him, and so that's what I ended up doing. And I agree, if I were to be making the bracelet, I probably would have done 2 triangle ends as well. I think it looks really nice and complements the pattern really well. I also really like the colours that he ended up picking out. I kind of questioned him when we were at the store because I wasn't sure that the colours would work. I thought that the colours that he chose for the red, orange and yellow were a bit too vibrant, but because they're all vibrant, it actually turned out beautifully and it ended up being a really, really gorgeous bracelet, so I was really happy with it. I was about halfway through making the bracelet when I decided to switch and start making my cousin's bracelet. I do this whenever I make multiple bracelets and also just generally in life. I get bored of making one bracelet at the same time, so I have to switch. And so I started making the one for my cousin. That one was a lot more complicated. I had to reference the pattern all the time. Like, it wasn't one of those bracelets that I could just memorize and then either look back on the pattern itself or like the bracelet itself to kind of deduce the pattern and when I need to go which way. It was one of those patterns that I had to reference all the time, but it was fun. And so I got to a point with both of them where I wanted to take progress pictures, so I did. I went out and I took some pictures against the greenery outside and it was wonderful. And then I switched back to my granddad's bracelet and I made the majority of it. I started running out of strings, which was really annoying, but I also couldn't decide how long the bracelet was going to be, so I thought I would ask him.
Дедушка, я сплела фенечку, и я хочу тебе, во-первых, ее показать, а во-вторых, спросить, устраивает ли тебе ее размер. Вот такая фенечка получилась.
Прекрасно.
Тебе нравится?
Все устраивает.
А как тебе цвета? Мне кажется, что цвета очень интересные выбрал.
Да, хорошие получились.
Да.
И строго, и ярко.
Да, и она, вот видишь, она получается сейчас 14 сантиметров. Если я сделаю еще один, то получится 16. Но у меня заканчивается нитка, мне придется ее заменить. Это не проблема, но будет ниточка торчать сзади чуть-чуть. И вот я хочу тебя спросить, тебя устроит 14 или ты хочешь 16?
Нет, надо примерить с обычной книгой, вот обычный формат книги, как она там будет вылезать.
Давай.
Приложи просто.
Ну, это смотря как. Ты хочешь, чтобы она прям до конца шла? Я могу тебе так
не
сделать?
до конца, вот лишь бы видна, чтобы было.
Ну, я косичку еще сделаю.
Ну,
я сделаю
прекрасно.
косички с обеих сторон.
Вполне достаточно.
Тогда этого хватит тебе. Ну, хорошо, тогда я сейчас доделаю. Видишь, у меня вот такая вот треугольничком у меня сверху. Я вот так вот ее закончу тоже, и будет. И тогда я сделаю обычные косички.
Да.
Я обычно делаю закругленные, скрученные. Давай я тебе покажу фотографию. Но мне кажется, что если ты хочешь закладку, то скрученные будет неудобно. Видишь, вот обычно я делаю скрученные вот такие вот кончики. Но они очень объемные. Мне
Они
кажется, что
толстенькие,
что это
слишком.
будет неудобно для книжки, поэтому мне кажется, что если я сделаю плоскую косичку, будет лучше.
Правильно.
Ну хорошо, тогда давай я доделаю. Твоя первая получилась. Спасибо.
Хорошо.
So I did the triangle end, I did the braided ties, and it did come out a lot flatter than if I had done twisted ties, so I'm glad that I made that choice. And he loved it. It turned out beautifully. I ended up putting it on him as a bracelet just to kind of see what it would look like. Obviously he's not going to be using it like it, but I wanted to see, and I really liked it. It was really gorgeous, and I am glad that I made this friendship bracelet. It's been on my to-dos for a while, and it feels very special to not only do it, but also to give it to someone who I love, so it was very nice. And then I continued on with my cousin's bracelet, and as I said, this one took a really long time, first of all because it's big, but then also because I kept having to refer back to the pattern, but it was really fun. I really enjoyed the bracelet itself, so it was a great time. And also I didn't have to check if it fit her because we checked with my granddad's bracelet and then I just kind of matched it, so I didn't spoil the bracelet for her until I actually was able to give it to her. And with this one as well, I started and finished it in a triangle end to match, and I think it turned out really well.
I finished your bracelet. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
Here it is.
Oh my gosh, it's so pretty.
You like
I
it?
love it. It looks so nice, and I like it's so straight too. Like it looks so professional. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I really like the colours you chose here. I think they fit the pattern very well. And also I cut such long string. Like the strings were so long for this. But do you see how little of them were left? Like some of them are just completely. I barely managed to fit it into that tight knot.
Oh my god.
To actually be able to
Yeah.
like close it, because I completely ran out of string. So on one side you can see that the strings are very short, but then on the other side obviously I
Yeah.
left enough. So it's a little mismatched, but it works. I was able to finish it. Can we check that it fits you?
Yeah.
Does it? It's spraying back. There we go. Make it a little bit looser.
That's good.
Yes, it fits you. Nice. Well, I'm really happy.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm glad you like it.
The bracelet that I made for Francesca is probably my favourite bracelet that I've made so far this year. I just really love the colours that she chose. I love the pattern itself. I've been wanting to make it for a while as well, so genuinely this video has been a great opportunity for me to go through my to-dos. And I just love how it turned out. And she wore it to school the next day and she was really happy with it, and that just makes me happy. So I moved on to the bracelet for my aunt next. I moved on to the alpha patterns, and I thought I would try the one that's more difficult because I was trying a new way to start. I would try that one first. So I tried the Bookmark start, and yes, I know that you guys have been asking me for a tutorial for it for a really long time. I just haven't tried it until now. So I have tried it now. It isn't as difficult as I thought it was. It's actually quite fine. So I will be making a tutorial, but I do want to try it one more time because I think that I just made the knots a little bit too tight for it when I was doing it for my aunt's bracelet, or bookmark, I guess. It ended up kind of, I don't know, it ended up widening quite a bit by the time that I actually got to making the cat part of the design. So I just want to make sure that it wasn't a mistake of mine. I want to figure out why that happened, basically. I want to try it a couple more times and then I will film a tutorial eventually, but also my list of tutorials is very long, so I apologize. I promise I'll get to it. hopefully this year. But I did try the start. It turned out wonderful, other than the fact that it widened a little bit. But usually when that kind of stuff happens, I just can pull it apart a bit. Whenever a bracelet kind of widens or shrinks, if it's too small, I try to pull it apart a little bit. If it's too wide, I try to kind of push it in with my ruler maybe to even out the sides, and that does help to a degree. But anyway, I had a lot of fun making this actually. It was really fun. And when I was making this bracelet, my grandmother sat down and started playing the piano as I was doing it. So I am just going to shut up for a moment and let you enjoy this gorgeous piece of music. Planning on recording a tiny little bit for this video, but I ended up recording nearly a full hour, and it is just so beautiful that I couldn't not share it. So I've shared the full hour-long video with my members. If you want to become a member and support the work that I do here, there is a join button under this video and also on the channel itself. I'll be releasing the full hour-long video for my members, and there's also other member-exclusive content and perks. But I ended up finishing this bracelet in a triangle end as well. I finished it in a braid, and then I also made a tassel at the top with twisted ties and a little thing, like a little pom-pom at the end. And then I gave it to my aunt.
So you wanted a bookmark, and so I tried this technique for the first time. I've never done a shape start like this before, but I thought that it fits with a bookmark, and I made a little tassel for it. But
This is so cool.
the
Thank
result.
you so much.
Yeah, it's a little cat.
Oh, beautiful.
I think the colors are really good as well, the ones that we chose for it.
Very nice. Perfect colors.
Yeah.
I will love this forever.
Well, I'm really happy.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like it a lot.
Workmanship is amazing. And the design is very cute.
Well, I'm glad you like it.
Thank you.
And then I started working on the final bracelet, which was the solar system design that my grandma picked out. At this point, I realized that I am running out of time. There was less than 24 hours to make this entire bracelet, and I also had to pack for the airport, and there was other things I needed to do, so I was probably not gonna make it. And so I barely filmed for this bracelet, but you can see that the design is really gorgeous. I thought that this was actually gonna be more difficult because there was more colors, but because for the cat bracelet, I had a bunch of strings kind of on the left and on the right side, I had separate strings for that, so I didn't have to drag the background string along the entire thing, and same for like the black string, etc. So for the cat bracelet, there were actually less colors but more strings, so this one was actually easier despite it having more colors, if that makes sense. That didn't help me. That did not help me. I was not able to finish this bracelet, very annoyingly. I swear if I had like an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours more, I would have made it, but unfortunately I didn't. However, I made enough of it to still be able to show something to my grandma, so I did.
Ну, бабушка, к сожалению, мне надо выезжать, и я не успела доплести твою фенечку, но я в ударном режиме плела сколько смогла и доделала вот такое количество, доплела до Сатурна. Вот как она пока получается.
Ой, какая красота.
Тебе нравится?
Вот я именно об этом и мечтала. Очень красиво, очень. Машунь, ты просто гроссмейстер. Правда.
Спасибо.
Это замечательно. А здесь как будто человеческое лицо.
Немножечко, да,
Правда?
похоже.
Да.
Вот, я
вот
думаю,
посмотрите, как будто чей-то портрет.
Вот тут. Ну хорошо, я думаю, что я
Замечательно,
я
спасибо.
доплету и отправлю тебе почтой.
Хорошо.
Как? В скорейшем формате. И я думаю, что я сделаю косички. Здесь сделаю косичку и с другой стороны сделаю косички.
Да.
Мне осталось доплести этот Урана и Нептун, и будут две. Единственное, что вот мне не нравится цвет у Сатурна. Видишь, я тебе рассказывала, да, что я хотела серый.
Да.
А там не было серого, который мне
Ничего
нравился.
страшного.
И мне кажется,
Очень
что он какой-то
хорошо.
слишком зеленый.
Ничего, и так очень хорошо.
Ну вот этот мне нравится. Юпитер
Замечательно.
хорошо получился.
И Юпитер, и Земля, и Венера.
Ну.
И
Вообще я
Марс
очень...
красный.
Да, Марс мы долго выбирали цвета для
Конечно.
Марса. Мне вообще очень
Замечательно.
нравятся космические схемы.
Мне
Это вообще самая любимая тематика для меня. Я даже один из своих уроков сняла по космической фенечке тоже, и получилось очень хорошо.
Замечательно.
Ну, я очень
Просто
рада
прелесть.
для тебя.
Спасибо тебе, Машу.
Ура.
Надеюсь, что ты скоро приедешь.
Да, обязательно.
Well, I got back to London and I got to work the same day. I was trying to beat jet lag and this bracelet was keeping me awake. I was able to finish the 2 remaining planets quite quickly, and I stand by the fact that if I had about an hour and a half or 2 hours more, I really would have been able to finish this bracelet because it didn't take me that long to get it done. I finished it off with braided ties as I was planning on doing. That way the bracelet stays flat because I think my grandma also wants to use this as a bookmark rather than wearing it. And that was that. It was ready to go. I just filmed my wrap-up video in which I got to show this bracelet because it was actually with me, and that means it's time to say goodbye, but it's time for it to go home. I'm actually also going to pack it with this wall hanging that I did. I haven't released it yet, but I did film this one for a Not With Me. It's going to be coming out at some point soon. But when we were choosing the patterns, my grandma said that she also really liked this one, so I thought that I would send this one to her as well. And then there's also a third bracelet that she really liked, but I haven't made it yet, and I would rather get these 2 to her first, and I can always send her another package later. So now I need to find an envelope big enough to fit both of these, and I can send it off. I'm so glad I filmed this video. This was such a wholesome experience. It feels really good to be able to share this piece of myself with the people that I love the most, and also give them a gift, and hopefully one that they will enjoy. I am annoyed I wasn't able to finish that one bracelet while I was in Florida. The most annoying part is that I overslept that day, so had I actually woken up when I was supposed to, I probably would have been able to get it done, but it is what it is. I think my favorite part of this was filming the moments when I was making a bracelet and my grandmother was playing in the background. Listening to my grandmother play, which is one of her favorite activities of all time, is probably one of my favorite activities of all time. I absolutely love it. It's just such a beautiful experience. And I originally sat down to film a tiny little bit just to insert in this video, but then as I was sitting there, I realized that I need to get as much of this filmed as possible for my own memories and to share it with the rest of the family as well, because everybody loves when my grandmother plays. So I did. I filmed pretty much a full hour in total of just me making a bracelet while my grandmother plays in the background, and I've decided that I'm going to share that as a members video. I think that would be really special. So if you want to watch and also enjoy my grandmother playing and me making a bracelet in the foreground, you can join the channel as a member. My members, especially my top supporters, are a big reason as to why I can continue making videos on this channel. It is with their support that I'm able to. So if you would like to support the channel and the work that I do here, and also get exclusive perks like early access to videos, getting to vote for what videos I make and what bracelets I make, access to a private Discord server, and members only videos, then you can join the channel by clicking the join button below. I'm really happy that I can provide this little bit of extra content for my top supporters. It feels really special, and I'm glad that I was able to record so much. I feel like this will be a memory that I cherish for a really long time as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a lot of fun for me to film, as I said. I think that was the fastest I've made 4 bracelets in a row in a really long time, but it was a fun challenge. All the patterns are linked in the description as always in case you want to make them. I'm also probably going to release another members only video of just pretty much the real-time knotting of me making some of these bracelets, because I recorded a lot of footage of that. So if you want to also, hang out with me and watch me knot in real time, that'll probably also be up just a little bit later than the first one. But in any case, thank you guys so much for watching. My book, The Beginner's Guide to Friendship Bracelets, is now out. You can buy it anywhere you typically buy books, and there's also a direct link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!